Here are the faces and names of the 52 champions who started in the 27th Firestone on Wednesday in FAIRLAWN, Ohio, Riviera Lanes. Professional winners from all parts of the United States, and yes, the Player of the Year from Barquisimeto, Venezuela. All 52 seeking bowling's most coveted crown, the right to be called special champion among champions. For us at ABC, it is a pleasure to salute these special bowlers in this way, because winning this title is the biggest and best in all of professional bowling. George Pappas was here, a former winner of the Firestone. Johnny Petraglia, one of the 3 Triple Crown winners. Mark Roth, a Firestone champion. Jim Stefanich. Wayne Webb. Pete Weber. Mark Williams. They all won here. Indelible honors for those that have won it. 5 more today will try to become the champion. The final game last night, the 48th, saw our tournament leader, Amleto Monacelli, holding on to the lead with his superb play. Going to the last game, Chris Warren was in 6th position. He needed a big game against Harry Sullins. Chris got it, shooting a big 278. The fans loved it, and so did his best friend and coach, Billy Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chris Schenkel with Nelson Burton Jr. Normally, we would be going into the rest of our Firestone Tournament of Champions, but at 2:48, a telephone call here at Riviera Lanes indicated that there was a bomb inside, the scare of a bomb. So the law enforcement officers of FAIRLAWN, Ohio, have asked everybody to depart the premises. Of course, we have too. And the threat came at 2:48 and said in 15 minutes, or about right now, the bomb would go off. We had a bomb scare last week in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. There was a bomb in the building. Very little consequent. It was detonated by the bomb squad of Windsor Locks, and with very little effect. But, though this is one of those threats that, unfortunately, with the bowling industry, all of the representatives are here, including our network executives, a press corps, second to none, and this was the perfect spot for the ridiculous people to make the call.
Well, I agree, Chris. I believe it's ridiculous. It's probably frivolous, but the police have taken precautions. They've taken everybody out of the building. They've allowed us basically to go on the air here for a few minutes to inform the people at home, and we'll keep up with the procedures as they go along today.
Right. David Graham of the FAIRLAWN Police Department, who has been here a total of 22 of the 27 years that we've been coming here. He was the first to inform us, and all of us at ABC Sports, that the telephone threat had been received at 2:48 and that we should get out. So all over this side of a beautiful part of FAIRLAWN by the blooming trees, it's a sad situation. We hope it'll be corrected. But right now, we're going to take a break and then return to a very tense situation in FAIRLAWN, Ohio. Riviera Lanes, supposed to be the site of the finals of the 27th Firestone Tournament of Champions. The building has been evacuated. As at 2:48, a telephone bomb scare was received by the FAIRLAWN Police Department, Dave Graham. So consequently, as a precaution, Nelson Burton Jr., everybody was evacuated, including us. We did have, for those of you that weren't with us at the beginning at 3 o'clock, a bomb actually in the building last week in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. It was detonated outside. Very little consequence. But needless to say, the one here, you never know, with representatives of the entire bowling industry, a press corps, second to none, of course, all of us at ABC, and the professional bowlers themselves, Nelson. The threat is here. There is nothing new. The bomb scare exists.
You're right, Chris, and obviously we had a great field and they're ready to go. They had already warmed up. There's an hour warm-up before we come on the air. I don't know how this is going to affect the players, because eventually the tournament will continue and we be bowled to fruition and will determine a champion. But we've had some great things happen here before, not so much a bomb scare, but obviously some 300 games in history were made here earlier.
Right. One of the 5 that has been on ABC television happened right here in 1967, Jack Biondolillo. He did the first one on ABC television, so we're going back in time to watch something more pleasant.
We're in the first game between Jack Biondolillo of Houston and Les Schussler from Denver. Bob Strampy, take over.
Jack right now has a 22-pin lead over Les Schussler, and Jack looking for his 4th strike in a row. Fine lift. Out on the lane. Good roll and foul it again. Number 4. Akron, Ohio, Riviera Lane. You could hear a feather float right to the floor right now.
Here is a $10,000 ball.
Let's watch this ball close, Ed. It's out. Hold it. Oh, all right. Listen to this crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Biondolillo, Houston, Texas. First 300 game on ABC's Pro Bowler Score in Riviera Lane. The crowd, just listen to the crowd here. Jack's the happiest man in the business right now. Well, Ned, how about this? This has been a first all the way around.
This is a live shot of Riviera Lanes coming up to the 3:20 mark at about 2:48 this afternoon. A bomb scare, a bomb threat was phoned into here, and consequently the FAIRLAWN, Ohio law enforcement officers, firefighters, bomb squads evacuated the hundreds of representatives from the entire bowling industry, press corps, Nelson Burton, and yours truly, Chris Schenkel, along with our 5 champion bowlers, who at this point, we'd be about at the end of the first game between Scott Devers and Chris Warren. We're on hold because all precautions are being used because of the bomb threat by telephone. Nothing has been found as yet. We'll be back to talk to the 5 calm bowlers. But first, from FAIRLAWN, Ohio, we'll take this pause, but don't forget, we'll return live. Message from... Okay, Riviera Lanes, we have not received the all clear as yet, as a bomb threat by telephone came in at 2:48 this afternoon here in FAIRLAWN, Ohio, saying that the bomb, which was supposedly inside, would go off in 15 minutes. 3:03. That has not happened, fortunately. The place was evacuated, including our 5 champion bowlers, who are out here and just as calm as can be, just like there was not a lot at stake, but what the 5 are really competing for this afternoon is $123,000 total. Now, it should be an all clear pretty soon. We want to remind you, Nelson and I, that we will go back inside and get the Firestone Tournament of Champions underway. We're going to return to talk to our 5 champions in just a moment. In fact, why don't we do it right now? I didn't want to hear a commercial anyway, did you? No. Here's our tournament leader from Barquisimeto, Venezuela, Player of the Year twice, Amleto Monacelli. What are your feelings?
I don't know. It's scary. You know, most of the people think it's nothing, but you can really never say or take it for granted. You know, it could happen. We just hope we're not.
Seems worldwide. South America, your home, and up here, of course, it's a pitiful situation.
It is. I feel really bad because this happened the second time for me. In Dallas, after I won, we had to get out of the building, walk all the way around, and wait like 20 minutes, and then we got in. Nothing happened, thank God. So we just hope the same thing happens now.
Will it affect your game?
No.
David Ozio, Vidor, Texas. He won our first 2 tournaments. I don't think it'll affect your game either.
No, I'm not too worried about it. It's just amazing that there can ever be peace. That's really a shame. But I'll vote for teeing it up in the parking lot.
I vote for next year we put the championship pair right out here because it is a beautiful spot. Saying again that the crowd, numbering nearly 1,000 from all parts of the world and the United States, are outside here with Nelson Burton and David Ozio and Amleto Monacelli. And Bo, you're with the other 3 finalists that want that $50,000 first check, despite what's happened.
Right, Chris. And these players have to take a few precautions. Chris Warren, if you take a look at your new footwork, Chris, tell us about your shoes and what precautions you're taking.
Well, Mama didn't raise no fool, and they said bomb threat, and I said, hey, well, it's time to get out. So I left as quick as I could and said, well, got my bowling shoes on. The grass could be wet, so I just pulled off my bowling shoes.
Well, that's good, and you probably won't have any trouble rewarming up. Now, Scott Devers, Scott, what precautions have you really taken? I know that when I quit warm-up and then I quit bowling and then start back again, my hand shrinks. I have other problems with my hand. Any problems for you foresee?
Well, I think it's happening all so fast that I have no time to think about anything. If anything happens, my hand will swell a little bit, but I don't think that'll be a problem today.
You and Chris will have 5 practice balls before you start the first match